Mic check, mic check. Hope I'm coming in clear. Good morning, Chart Stalker. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. It's good to see you here. Got a very interesting watch list this morning. Very interesting watch list. Um, and there's a lot here, and there's a lot I'm going to be removing. And then there's a lot that I'll just kind of be watching from a distance. So won't be really planning on making moves on the main stocks that I'm walking or that I'm watching this morning. Thanks, Chart Stalker. Um, yeah, the main ones I'm watching this morning, obviously mRNA. That's a huge one today, and it's easy to borrow. So if this one ends up, if there ends up being a lot of profit taking on this one, I may jump in for a nice little short, even on just something like 100 shares. I mean, you could do very, very well on this stock this morning. SRNE is actually it's strong, it's remaining strong, but it's really got to continue to prove itself. Because if it cannot break out these levels, then same thing. I'm gonna end up going short on this. Now, if it breaks these levels, I will consider going long, because we actually have this level right here, right as it breaks out of this, what is it, 1075 or something? These charts on Lightspeed are horrible. They've got to work on these. Roughly 1065. If it has a breakout of 1065, I think this has a lot of room to move, and I think there's probably a lot of people who are expecting it to do that. So, but again, if it can't do it, if it proves to come back down, I mean, it has really struggled around the $9 area, and so I would not be opposed to getting short around that point. Um, but the thing with SRNE is, we just got to be careful with it. Let's put it like that. I'll come back to it. We'll look at this a little bit more in a little bit. But I borrowed 300 shares for short, and it was like $12. Let me see if it's still, yeah, it's still around $12. If you're on Lightspeed and you want to borrow shares for shorting on SRNE, it's not that bad. I mean, because this is one of those moves where either number one, it's going to have a lot of jump ups and pullbacks today, and I'll be able to jump in with that 300 shares on multiple occasions, and even take if I get a $30-$40 scalp here and there, if I do that 3 or 4 times, obviously this will have more than paid for itself. So, and good morning, Word Diver. Good to see you too, man. Um, so yeah, that's not bad at all. Plus, but honestly, I'm really not looking for a scalp on this. What I'm looking for is profit taking, because right now, SPY is testing. Actually, let me pull down this other chart where I've got all the levels marked out. We can see SPY's testing a very critical level here, and it's almost forming a triple top. It's almost forming a triple top, and so if we get a rejection here today, if we get a significant pullback, I think it's possible it could pull the market with it. Now, obviously, if SRNE and mRNA continue to move against it, well, then, we'll just stay away from it. But ACB is another one. Man, this is just on a tear. Doing really, really well right now. ACB is about to break out through that 100-day moving average. So I've got ACB on here for a long. Would love to get in for a long. It looks like it's due for a pullback right now, so I'm not going to chase it, but then you've got Piton, and PTON is kind of lost some of its value, and as well as Zoom, and a lot of people think that it could be due to you've got these vaccines coming through with uh, with Moderna mRNA. With this coronavirus stuff is starting to get, they're starting to battle it out a little bit. The summer's going to be hitting. The warmer months are coming in. Plus, there was a little story this morning about how, Disney might be a better buy. And so, so I don't know. This one is one that I'm also looking to get short on. But what I'd like to see is I'd like to see it come up to these levels here, and kind of just teeter around these levels and start to get a rejection. And if we do get that rejection, and well, and especially if the market's weak, and obviously I'm going to want to see this gap close a little bit more on the spread, but I think this could make a significant move to the downside. Now, one trade that Work Diver was actually watching was Tesla, and he was talking about a possible break, and obviously we've had that break, so I don't want to chase it at this point. It's really difficult for me as a long bias trader anyway. And so I think this was the stock you were calling out, wasn't it, Work Diver? You were calling it out at the 80, what you were talking about, like the 805 to 808 areas. Um, yeah, I think you were. Yeah, because that makes sense. That's right about, maybe you said 805 and the 809 areas. But anyway, good call on that. And if you're in a swing with that one, good job. But again, because I'm not a long bias trader, once stuff like this happens, it's a little difficult for me to get in. I feel like I've missed the move already. And just kind of like with ACB, like I said, I'm really looking for a pullback. I can't chase this, just because it's really difficult. Now, if this were like some super low float small cap stock, and it was, we were breaking out of the gates and it looked like there was a ton of buy action coming in, yes, I might chase it. But on a stock like ACB or Tesla, I don't feel comfortable with it. And same with CCL, um, and RCL for that matter, and Apple for that matter. Um, but you can see we've got a lot going on. So anyway, mRNA and SRNE, ACB, and Piton are the main ones that I'm looking for. Piton, like I said, I'm looking for a test of some of these levels. It would be great to come up to here, because it would be not only the previous day close, Friday's close, but it would be, hitting at all these areas of resistance here. I would, and if it couldn't crack through that, I would see that as pretty significant confirmation. So, good morning, Sagar. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Um, ACB, what I want to look for is a clean break of that 100-day moving average on the daily. Um, oh, what just happened here? What did I do? What did I do? There we go. Um, but I would look for a significant pullback as well, and look for a nice entry point if it could make a significant enough pullback. And so looking for a long for that. SRNE, looking for a long if it breaks out and holds past 1060. And then mRNA, I'm going to be looking for shorts today. I think there's going to be profit taken. Now, I don't know. This stock could go to $150 today. So I'm going to be very careful. There is no previous area of resistance. And so really what I want to see is, I kind of would like to see a test of up in these areas, or at least kind of one of these things where we have well, we kind of do have a descending wedge forming. If it breaks through that, I'm going to keep that up, as a matter of fact. Here's the thing. Say it breaks through there, but it gets up to like the $90 area and then starts coming down. Then we're going to have a different kind of trend line that we're looking at, and a different kind of wedge. And so, morning, Yoni B. Good to see you. Just sold all my ACB at 15. I will look to rebuy if I can. Good job. Good job, man. You swing traders, I tell you what, when you're right, you are right. You are on it. That's good stuff. This right here, I don't know if this is a misprint, but if it's not, if these aren't misprints, they've got to be. They've got to be. But if they're not, this would be interesting. This would be interesting right here. So I'll leave that up. So yeah, again, I'm looking to enter ACB today, Yoni B. I'm actually looking to I'm looking to get a nice little pullback, maybe down to these areas right here, and I would love to enter it. For a potential break and hold over that 100-day moving average. I really don't want to get into it at this point, but I really, really would like for it to come down kind of to these levels right here, the lower 14s. And if it did that, I think I would go ahead and jump in, even in pre-market. PTON has continued to get a rejection, so it didn't quite make it up to that level, but this is pre-market, so we'll see what it does when the market opens. I've got CCL and RCL up just because these have been some good stocks to trade here lately. Um, but again, we need to be careful. We really need to see what the SPY is going to do today, because like I said, if you look here on the daily, it looks like it's triple topping. Looks like it's triple topping. Now we broke back up through that trend line. If you see, I'm going to clear out these moving averages here. We broke back out of this trend line. That's very significant, guys. It's very significant. So we need to hold above that. We could end up just getting tossed, back down under, and we end up closing below that trend line today, and that will be an extremely bearish signal. So, it's like I tell you guys all the time, I don't really want to make up my mind. I don't want to sit here and, go off of anticipation. I really want to be looking for confirmation today on a lot of my trades, and as far as the SPY is concerned and all of that. So if SPY starts losing its lunch, I think, stocks like Apple and Nvidia, and look at that, Nvidia's there's already some really solid profit taking on that. I mean, you got to think, since Friday, it has come up from 315 all the way to 350. I mean, it's there. You would think that there would be some kind of profit taking here. But I don't know. There's light volume on it. I'm not really going to get involved with that one. TWLO is one that I continue to watch, and this trend line continues to be respected. We've had, 2 fake out breakouts on it, but it continues to be respected. And I think that this level right here, this 188 level, is a very important level. And I think if enough volume comes in and there's enough of a sell-off, right here at, is that 187? Where is it on the daily? 183. Yeah, I mean, I suppose 187.80 looks like is kind of where the mark would be on that. But, I mean, it looks like it's rolling over, guys. I mean, you got these moving averages coming up, but remove those moving averages for a minute, because I think they can be a little confusing sometimes. I mean, this looks like it could get a good pullback here. It's had an attempt to break out of the rollover pattern, and so that's typically recognized as a bearish signal. It had that breakout, which was this breakout of the wedge here. So because if you look here on these 3 days, we were forming lower highs. So then it had this break, but then the bears just came in and just sold it off. And so I really feel like this is kind of the point where, okay, we could get a pullback, even if we get just even a fake out breakdown. Even we get a fake out breakdown, if we could still get down into the upper 170s, I think that would be pretty significant, or a pretty significant move, and I think we could do well enough on that. Even with just 50 shares, I mean, you're talking a crack of 188. And a move down towards at least the lower 180s on 50 shares would be a pretty solid move. So, guys, by the way, those of you who are coming in, if you're enjoying the content here, if you don't mind smashing the like button, and I'll continue going through this watch list for you. I think that. Well, let's just move on. So BYND is another one that we've been just tracking with for several weeks, and it's been doing a lot of this back and forth stuff. I really don't. I'm not as big on this daily chart. This is still kind of in a period of consolidation where, again, I don't think there's any way to know. I just don't think there's any way to know right now. I mean, we can look at the weekly. So if you look at the weekly, looks like we could lose a little bit of its value here. Kind of have a little gravestone doji here, but yeah, that would probably be more for swing traders to look at this morning. Roku continues to look like it wants to make a move down. I think it has broken below that trend line, and we're at some pretty critical levels here. So I think there's a possibility that Roku could lose some of its value today. Boeing, I'm not really messing with. ZM, same thing with Piton on ZM. But I'll tell you what, this is not the best daily chart. right now. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna stay away from it, me personally. So what I will do is I'm gonna come in here on TWLO, for example, and I am gonna set an alert. I would like to know if TWLO breaks down past 188, and we'll even say 187.80. So I want to know if that happens. But I also want to know if it comes up and tests 192, because it could be another fake out breakout, and then well, I would love to get in there, and you could get a much better position at that point. So we'll say 192 on the ask. Okay. Other than that, I'm not going to pay too much attention to it. Nvidia volume would have to pick up on that. Uber, there's this whole deal with Uber and Grubhub. They're still kind of, going back and forth on this deal. I think they're supposed to be meeting about that this week. And so, there's not much going on here. I'm really not planning on getting involved with it, but it could make some moves today. So that's why I've got it on the watch list. But these are mostly the ones that I'm watching today. These top four right here. These are the main ones, and mRNA looks like it's continuing to get a rejection on that trend line. So we'll see. This could end up breaking 85. So that'd be interesting. SRNE, this would be a really low risk trade here if I went ahead and got in with at least a couple hundred shares, and then I would just get out at the break of 10. Yeah, at the break of 10, I could get out, but we're too close to the opening bell. I really don't want to risk it. But it does look like it's rejecting that trend line. Ugh, man. So even if we just took 200 shares, that really wouldn't be bad. Let's see what it's doing on the 1 minute. It's rejecting trend, guys. But doesn't. It's still too much in an iffy position. And if it gets bought up through 10, it could get really bought up through 10. Somebody could just come in and just pick up 1,000,000 shares all at once and throw it up to 1050 or something like that. It's one of those situations where you just got to be careful. Tell you what, it looks like it's about to break that trend. It's eating through those orders, a lot of green coming through. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that are expecting it to test that 1060 mark today. It's a huge daily level. Man, a lot of buying right there. A lot of buying, but it's just not breaking it. Whew. Tell you what, guys, this is going to be interesting. So we still got mRNA. I'll actually put mRNA up here on the 5-minute. Kind of watch that from this side. So all right, guys, and here we go. Can we get a break? And it is just losing its lunch. It's losing its lunch. Let's look at PTON. See what it's doing. CCL's going up. RCL going up. ACB has been halted. Going down. Wow. mRNA looks like it's going to get a little bit of a pop here. See if there's any bit of profit taken that comes into play. SRNE is continuing to go. See if we can get in here. See if we can get a breakthrough. Can we get a breakthrough? No, come out some there. See if we can get a breakthrough here. There we go. Let's see. Okay, we're going to come out of SRNE. TWLO has met its match. Okay, so I thought we were going to get that break, but we did not get the break, and that's okay. SRNE losing its lunch. See what happens from here. mRNA having a hard time. Having a hard time as well. Looks like it's wanting to sell. RNE having a hard time. I think there's profit taken on mRNA. I really do. See if we can get a good move to the downside here. Into these areas. Really does seem like there's going to be some profit taken here on mRNA. Can we get a good move down here? Yeah. Okay. There we go. We're out. mRNA. That was a nice little scalp for 58 bucks. Put us up 27.50 on the day. I'll keep watch on it. SRNA is strong. It's holding up. ACB still halted. PTON kind of came up to these levels again. It's having a really hard time staying above VWAP. But it's a chop fest right now, so kind of want to be careful with it. RCL looks like it's wanting to make a break up, but where would I have to break? Past 42.40? CCL. Kind of a move we could get on SRNE. We'll wait for a move up. Here, we'll jump in there. We'll wait for a pullback here. Jump in again. Hopefully we'll get the pullback. Doesn't look like we're going to get the pullback. So, okay, are we going to keep selling off? We're going to keep selling off. Getting to a halt here. There we go. Can we get another 100 shares? Okay. All right, so I'm in a halt on SRNE. Maybe we can get a move, a continuation down. PTON. I don't know about PTON. Looks like it wants to continue to sell. We'll give it a shot. There's not a lot of volume, so yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get caught in any kind of chop here. CCL's continuing to move. So is RCL. SPY's moving up. Apple's getting a nice pullback. SPY is getting close to that line where it's going to triple top. Uber looking a little indecisive today. Nvidia getting a really strong push to the upside. TWLO totally broke those levels and totally bought back up. That's okay. Got another alert set around here at 92. So I'll be alerted when it gets there. Let's see. We will stop SRNE. I would really love to see SRNE kind of open up down here at the 1840 levels. I probably should have taken half my profit there. Codex chart looking great for a swing, but maybe too early. Let me check that out, Yoni B. Yeah, I mean it's holding that. I mean, nice daily chart. There was a lot of selling. There's a lot of selling as long as the SPY stays strong. Yeah, I don't see why this can't, swing back up even just for a dead cat bounce. But I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not, that it's like I tell you all the time. I mean, swing trading is just not, it's not my area of expertise. I have a very difficult time committing to that. One day when I have the money to just kind of throw into it. Right now it's just kind of like one of those things where, you kind of want to just stick to what you know. But swing trading is undoubtedly extremely profitable for a lot of people out there. So I always say kudos to you if you got a knack for that, because I mean, even just last week, man, what stock was it that you woke up and it moved like $20 on, or moved $10 on 200 shares or something like that? Might have been Codex. Yeah, I'm just um, daily or hour. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I know. It's a whole different uh, time frame that you're trading off of. Oh, it was NVAX. Okay. See how they're doing today. No, they were on the watch list. And Piton before that. Okay. NVAX is making moves, man. I might want to put that back up here. Let's see. SRNA should be opening up here in another minute or so. Probably put a stop at what I get 9. I gotta go for 990, 890. Love to see a continued breakdown here. Won't let me put the order in. It's a very good trade here if it continues to work out. Wish I'd gotten in with the full 300 shares. So we'll take half there. And we'll see what it does. We'll see if it comes back. So there will be another opportunity to get back in. Obviously. Love to see a pullback here. All the way up to, there we go. Come on, let's get a continued pullback. It's not going to do it. Come on. Yeah, it's gonna give us a hard time here. There we go. It's definitely hitting some levels. It's having a hard time selling back through. If it holds 9, I'll consider getting back out. Buyer stepping back in. '87's got one. A big bid down there on 87. Okay. See if it eats through that bid at 87. See if it eats through that bid. Look at the 2-minute here. 5-minute. I want to see a break of 856. And then a break of 842. See if we can get down through 90, through that bid at 87. Can we do it? There we go. It's holding. It's holding. It's like it's getting bought up. Getting bought up. Okay. I'll come out just to make sure we see what's setting up here. NVAC's having a nice pullback. ACB, PTON still chop fest. What's Zoom doing? Oh, looks like Zoom is forming a little wedge pattern here. It's light volume though. Let's look back at SRNE. See what this does. CCL, RCL. I think these are both somewhat dependent on what the SPY is going to end up doing. Pretty solid move there. Man, I should have gotten in on that. ACB continuing to push. Good job. It's cleared that 100-day moving average. So good job on ACB. SRNE still kind of teetering around these levels here. Let's see what ACB can do here. Or SRNE, excuse me. Man, I'd really love to see a pullback on this. There's a struggle. There's a struggle for sure on SRNE. I'll tell you what, if it can come up to the 20s, love to see it come up to the 20s. Get a rejection. There we go. Come on. Start taking a little bit there if it did. Come on, can you get up through there? Get up through the 20s. See it? There we go. SPY's remaining strong. Still looks like it's triple topping. Okay, we're in the 20s. This is good. Let's give it a sec here. Let's see what it does. Okay, there's a lot of buying coming in. A lot of buying, a lot of selling also. Okay. Okay, so it's holding right there. I'm going to just come in here for a sec and see what this does. At 23. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we really need to see it race down at this point and break through the 80s. It's really what we want to see happen. Otherwise, if it comes over 30, I've got to get out. So I'll actually set a stop at 9:29. Stop. Buy. Now, if it comes down back down to 9 or 890s, I will go ahead and add in another 100 shares. Okay, got me out. It's okay. Got me out at 29. It's all right. Two completely different industries, both SRNE and ACV trading like they're the same stock. I would not be surprised if SRNE bust through high of day. Yeah. Well, and we've got to be ready for that. Still seems though like on the 9 EMA there, it's holding. It's still forming that downwards trend line. So it looks like it might actually tank. It doesn't make it back over. Doesn't make it back over VWAP. So I feel like we're going to find out here real soon. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get in with 200 shares for the break of 9. See if we can get that break. Okay, going to come out some there. Try again. Try again. There it goes. It's holding. There's no kind of massive sell-off on this. It's holding. It's holding. Tell you what. But it looks like it wants to go, just according to the chart pattern. Let's see. There it is. Man, but every time it goes down, it just gets bought right back up. See if we can break down through the 80s. There it is. There it is. Good. Okay, there we go. See if we can clear that. Break through the 60s, the 50s. I'll consider adding again as we get down there. It's okay. So where's the next breaking point? 871. Let's look at the 2-minute and the 5-minute. Really does have to come down through here. Really's got to break through 842. Kind of wish I didn't pull myself out so quickly on that first 100 shares. $871. I would consider adding. Well, see how this works out. Look at that. We're basically in getting into a tightening range here. So it's going to be a little interesting to see how this plays out. SPY's losing its lunch right now. So is mRNA and VAX. ACB is holding up. Piton is starting to get the drop. SPY's getting a rejection off that triple top. So really need to see this break down through 870, and if it does, I'll consider jumping in with another 100 shares there. Really probably ought to jump in around here, but I think it could still get back up in the 9, like in the teens, for a retest on that wedge. Stop. Sell 100 at 871. Is that right? 872, 871, yeah. It's like an NVAX, ACB's getting a drop, CCL, RCL. Uber's getting a nice little buy up there. See what's happening on SRNE. And finally get this move to the downside. So I've got an order there at 871 to go short. See if we get it. SPY's bouncing off a critical level. Could be a temporary bounce. Very slow Monday, although missed few entries on SRNE due to my orders not filling on bid. Otherwise, it would have been a great day. Nonetheless, up 5 on my trades. Yeah. No, that's good, man. That's all right. That's all right. Better than reporting to us that you blew your account and you can't trade with us anymore. You know, you put in that perspective, you did great today. This comes over 910. We'll get out again and then just see what happens. See if it resets. There we go. SRNE getting a flush right here. It should be. Should be. Oh, come on. I'll tell you what, this is a stubborn stock right here. This is a hellaciously stubborn stock. Let's get 71. Oh, come on. The bear's going to take over. That's all I need to know. Just want to know. The bear's going to take over. 911, I think, is where I'll have to come out. I want to see a clean pattern. I just want to see a clean pattern. If we don't get that, then... And there's a lot of chop here. If it breaks 9, going to get out. 911. It's got to be 911. So let's do stop 911. Stop by. We'll do that. Let's look back at mRNA. It's making a nice little pullback here to these levels. It's interesting. You know what? If it comes over 9, I'm gonna stop limit 906. Let's see. Can we finally get the drop here? Can we finally get the drop? Come on. Just having a really hard time, guys. That's ridiculous. NVAC's getting a beautiful pullback there. ACB not so much. Oh, SRNE. Oh, I missed my ad. I forgot to put that order in it. Come on, SRNE. What are you doing? Well, kind of glad I didn't add. The kind of issues it's given right now. Can't even buy a large soda. It's all right, man. Oh, nice, Sagar. You put up a recap video. That's what's up, man. I'll check it out. Let's see, can we get a breakdown finally? So it looks like the pattern is, it looks like it's going to be a clean pattern here. 56. There we go. There we go. So we got 200 at 877 now. There we go. And we want to see the break of 42. And I'll hold on to that as long as I possibly can. Come on. Looks like there's going to be a continued fight. But I think, guys, I think we're going down today. So I'm just going to keep my stop there at 901. So let's see, stop limit. Might even, I guess 90 if it gets back over 90. Maybe 96. Yeah, 96. We'll do 96. There we go. All right, so I'm going to sit on that. I'm going to sit on SRNE and look for a flush at 42. And hopefully a final move down to, it'd be nice to get down into the lower sevens. And that just may be the trade on the day. So mRNA is still respecting this trend line, guys. As you can see, it's, it's getting a bounce off of it. SPY's continuing to come down. NVAX is testing the highs right now. ACB kind of getting a little bit of a sell-off here. PTON. CCL. It's rough. It's hard to decide what to do here. So 42.90. Yeah, I think we can make it back down there. Sorry if you guys keep hearing a noise over here thumping around. I don't know if it's picking up through the mic, but my whatchamacallit, man, sorry, NE, are we gonna go for a short squeeze? Come on. Yeah, my little Blu-ray burner slash player, whatever, on my my CPU just keeps trying to open and close. It's really weird. Just keeps trying to open and close. So I don't know what that's about. I think it's just some kind of error. I tried to disable the drive, but I don't know. I don't think it worked. So really, really, really kind of on the edge of just opening up my computer and taking it out or shutting it off or doing, pulling the plug on it or whatever. Um, the video is not on this channel. I created another channel for my trading. Okay, cool. Gotcha. That's what's up, man. Here we go on SRNE. Hopefully we're finally getting the drop. Man, this is so difficult. Like, man, it tapped right there at 842. So difficult, man. Come on. Just drop, dude. Just lose your lunch. Let's go. Come on. Where do we tap? 878. So it could be a double bottom. I almost want to get back in 300 with the full 300, or get back in 100 and get in with the full 300. Let's see. There we go. Come on. Can we get a little more of a pop? Okay. So we got 300 at 870. So just stop me out if it gets over 878, yeah. Or 881. Stop buy 300 shares. Okay. We've loaded in the full 300. What we want to see is a clean break. There we go. 41. There we go. Come on. Come on. Bust through 40. I think if it busts through 40, we can start taking profit. What a weak break, though. Come on. Come on. Get down in the 20s. Man, this is just not. SRNE is having a very, 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 very slow sell-off. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. Where are we at here? 28. Break down through 28. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And can we get half off here? There we go. Okay, good. So we got 150 at 855. Let's see the break of 8. That would be clutch. Take off another half at the break of 8. Yeah, we need to get down into the. We need to lose a lot here. Come on. Come on. Let's bust down. There we go. Well, the shares have definitely paid for themselves. We'll have to take another 100 short at 8. Well, no, I'll wait for the pullback. We'll take profit to break down into the 7s, 790, 780s. I'll take off half if this bounces back past 8. Upper 820s. Let's see. Yeah, if it gets up into the 820s, I'll take half off. And then we'll just re-add. Okay, we're going to take half off. So we got 75 shares at an 855 average, up 153.50 on the day. I will add 200 shares at some point here. I want to see what kind of a pullback we need to. Probably need to see a pullback up to the 40s. I would add 100 into the 40s, and then another 100 into, so we'll say 44. So I don't know if we're gonna get it. Doesn't look like it. So if we break down through the 8s, I'll take the final. See if we can go ahead and take 75 here. Look at that. Bring our average up. Can we get a buy up? There we go. Come on. There we go. There we go. We're going to sell there. Let's get up in the 40s. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's wanting to crack through. It's having a little bit of a hard time. May have to take it here and then pull out of the 40s. So we have 150 at 844. Okay, so now if it breaks into the 40s, I'll come out that 150. Otherwise, we'll see if we can yeah, because we ought to get a rundown at least down here to the teens. Retest, let's see. Yeah, because if it comes, we'll stop at 41. Stop. Buy 150 at 48.41. Really want to see, because I think if it comes above that, I think we can get that short. I think that'll be a short squeeze. So we should really put it there at yeah, we'll put it at 839. Buy stop at 839. Really want to see a rundown here, and then I want to be able to add 100 shares if I can at 804. Come on. Breakthrough. Breakthrough. There you go. Go down and test 8. Okay, going to lower my stop to 836. I stop those 150. Really want to see that breakdown. We need to get the break here. Come on, 805. You're weak, SRNE. People are selling. They're not buying you anymore. Just not buying. Nobody wants you. You've lost all your friends. You've done everybody wrong. You're out of their life. They're kicking you out for once and for all. Come on. Where's the selling pressure? There we go. See if we can crack through 805 or bust through 8. There we go. This is good. There we go. We're going to get a retest. There we go. Looks like now we want to catch it if it comes back over 831. Stop by. Otherwise, come on. Let's get a break into the sevens. I think SRNE can just sell all the way the freak off today, man. Like, I think, where are we at? 811? Well, now that I'm looking at it, there's some previous areas of support here. I don't know, guys. It's a little concerning. Let's wait for a retest here. There we go. Pull back. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a attempt of a reversal around these levels, I think. So I'll keep my stop in place and just let it work itself out. It does not look like it wants to get bought up. Let's see if we're looking at anything here. Yeah, I mean, I could see a move. I could see a good move down to the 750s. And I think I'd be satisfied with that. I think if we came down to the 750s, I think I'd be good. Man, are you really going to get me out here? Might get me out, guys. Uh-oh. There we go. And I'm out. So let's see. Okay. That was a good point of short squeeze territory right there. So, and Vax, thanks Yoni B, appreciate it, man. Sagar, what's the channel? Can you post a link here so that we know where to go to see your recap? Taking a paper trade short on mRNA. Yeah, mRNA now has finally cleared this trend line. Mind you, Yoni B, it's been respecting it this whole entire time, and now it's broken it, and it's sitting on top of VWAP. So at this point, I would imagine that I would imagine it's going to come down and test it and then get a bounce. And now it might break back through it. This might be a fake out breakout on that, but yeah, Sagar. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't care. It doesn't bother me, man. I would love to see your trades. I'm sure a lot of the other members here would love to see your trades too. So this ain't I'm not like an overly competitive person, if you can't tell. It's not like oh, this is my channel and I don't want to lose followers to Sagar type of thing. It doesn't matter. I mean, dude, honestly, like I really feel this way. Like, I'm running this channel. People can come if they want. They can go. People have already come and gone. We've had people here that I haven't heard from in weeks, and they've probably moved on to another channel. So if you end up starting a channel and take some of these guys with you, more power to you, man. I just want some. It's like I've said from the beginning, man. I just want more voices of reason in this space. I'm not trying to build up some huge, mega following on YouTube. I'm not trying to monetize my channel. I'm not trying to, I'm just trying to teach a good, solid strategy, man, and encourage other people to build their accounts and do well with day trading with conservative share size and approach it from a practical manner. I mean, you guys have heard the spiel a million times, so I'm not going to run through the whole thing. But as long as you're doing that on your channel, dude, I mean, I would love for people to go to your channel and see that. I think there needs to be more channels like this out there that are doing that sort of thing. Because I think there can be a lot more success stories in day trading. I think there's a lot of people who can do really well with this. A lot more people who could do really well with this if they just approached it, you know, more sensibly, more practically. So, like I said, man, if that's what you're doing on your channel, dude, I'm all about it. So let's see. I think SRNE. I think this is a I think this is a good spot for a potential pullback. Of course, I don't want to say for sure, because I mean, we know that we know we've got a pretty big sell off on it right now, right? Let me look up and see what the short float interest is on this, if any, and it doesn't really tell. Okay, so so I don't know. This actually could end up turning into being, you know, some kind of massive short squeeze. I think we would get some resistance around these areas, but I don't know. NVAX is turning around, starting to spike back up again. Wow, this is incredible. I think this actually calls for, well, okay, missed out on that one. I was gonna say a quick 50 share. Man, that would have been a really nice quick $50, maybe even more. I might have made $75 on that one. PTON, not messing with it today. CCL, RCL, CLH was another one I wanted to check. Apple, Uber, Nvidia. Yeah, I'm gonna come off of that. Let's see how Tesla's doing. Okay, so it came back down and tested those levels, but it's getting a nice little buy up here. Guys, I really feel like SPY is triple topping here. If you see right here, this is a very critical line right here. I really feel like it's triple topping. So we may get a pullback now. I mean, there's no confirmation on that, so be careful, right? But you know, it's man, look at SRNE. It's showing signs of that though. Uber. TWLO. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at how well it's just teetering around this this trend line. So the video is above. I don't see it. I don't see it, Sagar. What do you mean the video is above? The video's above. The only thing I see above is your comment asking if I was sure you were okay. YouTube is not showing that you are. Oh, okay. They probably just don't allow it. So, okay, what would we have to type in? Like, what's the name of the channel, and what did you title the video? What did you title the video, Sagar? Because if you give us the name of the channel and the title of the video, we can just type that in the YouTube search and it'll pop up. Should pop up. I'll actually do it right here. I'll do it right here. Let's see. So let's see. Kinetic trades, okay. KINETICTRADES. Okay, kinetic trades. Okay, there's two of them. I'm gonna just. This one looks like it might be it. Day trading, yep, this is it. Nice.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Sagar, I know what you sound like now. Oh, come on. What are you doing? It's running all slow. I wonder if it's doing this because I'm... see if we can get the desktop audio, and then we'll turn off my little podcast mic here.
What I do first in the morning when I get to my station is I open up my
Trying 480p to see if that helps, but might make it harder to see what's going on.
let's go here. So around 6:15 a.m. on the 15th. That's Friday, and we have these stocks.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a like, man. Yeah, this is it's not working. Unfortunately, sorry, man. But I did give you a like, and I'll go back and check it out. I'll try to do that later today. Although today is another one of those extraordinarily busy days for me. So as a matter of fact, I was going to tell you guys I don't know how much longer I'll be here in the chat. Just because I've got a lot going on today with work. So mRNA is good, man. It's holding VWAP. Probably gonna make another move up. And I think if SPY continues to go up, I think if it breaks that triple top, especially, I think there's gonna be really good. This is gonna be a really good day for longs. Let's put it like that. Yeah, you're welcome, Sauger. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. So I am really liking this price action. Man, what a beautiful reversal that would have been. I told y'all this is probably going to come up to those 80 levels. Man, oh my goodness. What a great move that could have been. So we're going to get it 100 shares at 48. It's a nice push there. Uh-oh. Don't like that. TWLO is butting up against that level we talked about. I'd be extremely surprised if SRNE, after that rejection it took, if it comes back up, but it might. Got to be ready for it, that's for sure. Man, ACB, check that out. What a move. All right, I will hop on that here in a sec. Man, come on. Let's get a flush back down. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Ah. Oh, come on. Can we get over the 200 mark today? That would be great. Man, we need to really see this come down. I'm still sticking to the I think to the theory of SRNE being weak. And I wouldn't be surprised if we can make 40 bucks off of that 100 shares, get all the way down to 808. But I'll be ready to get out in case it breaks through here. 862. And come on. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, gonna come off half there. Well, looks like it's coming up, guys. I don't know if this is a fake or the real deal or what. No way. There's no way. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, let me check out ACB again. Man, that's mRNA, NVAX, making some cool little moves here. There's a big bid way down there on 53. It's one of those ones I wouldn't mind getting in with 25 shares. get any kind of a pullback. Man, look at SRNE. Goodness gracious. See if we're looking at any levels here. Yeah, this is kind of a dangerous place to go short. But you get a nice move on that with 25 shares and wouldn't really have to risk too much. There's no way this is getting bought up. I still feel like this is going to get pummeled below the 8s. There's just no way. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say there's no way. I mean, I guess I ultimately wouldn't be surprised, especially if it comes above this previous candle here at 885. So might even should get in. Let's see. Okay. Nice little buy up there. Okay, so we got 100 at a 58 average, and I'll just get out if it breaks 76. Or we'll say 80. Let me see if that's right. Okay, and we're out. It's incredible, though. It's incredible the recovery on such a weak stock. I mean, look at this sell-off here. But it doesn't surprise me. I mean, this market has been full of moves just like this. ACB is doing a really good job here. CCL, RCL. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so TWLO has had another breakout here. Question is it going to be another fake out breakout? But I think as long as the SPY is strong, I think it's going to affect the general overall market. Boeing looking good. Okay. I'll check out Jern Yoni. Yeah, looks like it. Looks like it. If it busts out over 240, yeah, it's got a pretty nice gap there. For sure. For sure. SRNE continues to move up, so I'm going to kind of leave that one alone for now. And really, guys, I was up 170 on the day. Now we're at 145.63. So we've taken very few trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 19, 20. Okay, 22 tickets. All right, so I can end the day here. Fees, commissions, everything. I can end the day roughly around up 120. So I think I'm going to take it and walk. It's like I said earlier, I mean, I do have a lot of work I got to get to today, so Sauger, by the way, what nationality are you? I could hear you. I could hear you. I could hear your voice. It almost sounded, although I didn't really hear it a lot because it kept chopping out. But Indian, no way. I was gonna guess like Russian or Ukrainian. I wasn't hearing Indian. But like I said, I mean, I couldn't really hear it for an extended period of time anyway. So, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Now, do you follow the channel from India, or are you in the U.S.? I mean, don't give me your street address or anything. I'm just let's see. I have a bit of an accent. I don't have it before. I don't know how I developed it. Yeah, it's interesting. Cali, San Francisco Bay Area. That's cool. That's cool, man. Well, yeah, I'll try to check out that video, and you're welcome, Work Diver. Good to see you as always, and yeah, I think things are kind of calming down. There's not really much to do here. Now, obviously, I'm looking at this as a VWAP rejection on SRNE, but I don't know. I don't want to mess with it. SRNE had such a great sell off. Now, we did talk about the fact that this level would have been a great level for a reversal. So that might be just kind of what we're getting right now, but I don't know. It could come all the way up here to test this trend line. And with the way things are going in these current market conditions, I mean, who knows? This could get bought all the way back up and break highs. I mean, who knows, really? You know, 1065. I don't think I really don't. I really don't think it's going to do that. But tell you what, if it teeters around VWAP long enough and doesn't look like it's going to break, I may take a reversal on it because I still feel very confident that this stock is going to end up um, coming down today. I can even see it ending up down in the sevens. And I mean, look at that. What an instant rejection off of VWAP. There it goes. Massive sell off on SRNE. Yeah. Yeah, I would be highly surprised. See if we can get a quick fill at 74. 64. Let's get a quick fill at 74. Come on. Come on. Couldn't quite get up there. Yeah, this one's going to take off without me. NVAX making a solid move down. Gap is closing. See if we can get a quick scalp here. Okay, positive 57, so I'd probably go for 57, 30. And 56, 90. And look at SRNE. It's just remaining strong. That's incredible. That is incredible. This one has become very difficult to trade. So all right, guys. Well, I'm going to be done for the day. I will, as usual, maybe set an alert or something, or come back in later and see if there's something else to trade. Overall, I feel pretty good about the trading on the day. You know, part of me said, when it was 10:30, it's like you're up 170 bucks. It's 10:30. Just stop. And I really didn't have to take. I really didn't have to take any of these extra trades here. But I took a stab at it. I mean, here's the thing. Had it worked in my favor, I mean, we were looking at getting the push over 200 on the day. So, we risked. I risked 25 bucks. 25 bucks, maybe close to 30 after fees and commissions, if you really want to get technical about it. But once again, it just kind of goes to show, guys, it doesn't take a lot. The biggest share size that I traded with today was 200 shares. Most of these were 100, 50, 75, and so, anyway, doesn't take much. Doesn't take much if you want to, have this as kind of like a little side income and come into the markets each day. Just, work 2 hours, and make what most people make having to work, 8 hours. Like an 8-hour day for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You can stay at your house. You can come to your trading station in your underwear, grab a cup of coffee, and not that I'm in my underwear right now, but I've heard of people doing that. People can definitely, trade in the most relaxed state that they wish when they're at their own house, and that's the point that I'm making. But yeah, it's totally possible, and I did not use, I used very little of my buying power today. I mean, you're looking at 200 shares. Look, 200 shares on a $10 stock. What is that? $2,000. I used 2,000 in buying power to take that trade, and made well. And let's see, did I add another? Sold 100, sold another 100, bought 100, sold 200. So at one point I was up 300 shares. So at one point, at roughly a $9 average, I was using about 2,700 in buying power. Okay, and that's totally doable. You have a small account, a capital markets elite group account. Even if you got $1,000 in there, with 4 times buying power, you could have made this trade. And I actually was up, like, before attempting that trade again, I was actually up 111 bucks on that trade. So if you were coming in and taking that same trade, even after locating the shares for shorting, you're looking at, if you traded it roughly the same way and made over 100 bucks on it, after fees and commissions and stuff, you'd be looking at an $80, $90 day. So it's doable. It's doable. We'll scroll through one more time, guys. It's getting a double rejection there at VWAP. But I mean, look at these candles, look at these wicks. It's just very choppy, very back and forth. You can tell the bulls really want this to push and have a breakout today, but I can't see that happening. There's too much selling pressure. But with the whippiness and the choppiness of this right now, it just wouldn't be good for me to continue to try to make something happen here. I mean, then you look at this 15-minute, and this looks beautiful for a good solid rollover down to 30. But I mean, even on just 100 shares, man, I'll tell you what. This is where trading really starts messing with your mind. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna pretty much call it a day. And like I said, if you know, I'll set some alerts. If I see some opportunity later in the day, I may take it. But other than that, just come back later. Check out the recap video if you guys get a chance. Also, be sure to check out Sauger's channel, Kinetic Trades, and check out his recap video. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow.